Hi, it's Stuart Fraser, PGA Professional at Snainton Golf. Welcome to our latest video review of the new TaylorMade mill grind high toe wedge. TaylorMade have just produced this new version of their previous model. There's a few subtle changes. We're going to have a go with this, hit a few shots into the green, use it in a few different locations around the green, out the bunkers, chipping, pitching, see how this thing performs and see whether it's an improvement on the previous model. So here we are in the bunker at the side of the 9th hole at Snainton Golf, and I've picked the 60-degree 13-degree bounce option because I'm thinking the extra bounce is going to help me out the soft sand in this bunker. Obviously this is the full face version as well as the high toe, and the full face grooves are going to help me because I'm going to be opening the club face up here a little bit to get the bounce interacting with the sand, and the strike will tend to migrate towards the toe of the golf club when I open the club face up. So this should provide a lot of extra assistance for this particular shot. So we're going to have a few goes with this, see how this feels off the club face. Just play this like a typical bunker shot. Okay, and that felt quite nice off the club face. The strike was towards the toe of the golf club, but even though it was, I got quite a decent amount of spin on that. Felt good. The club cut through the sand nicely, the high bounce I would expect to do that. So that was a much better struck shot than the first one. It felt lovely off the club face, and even though the greens are really firm, I got quite a lot of check on that one. I like the feel of it. It reacts well to the sand. This high bounce version does a great job. It's also a raw finish, so this is going to rust over time. I can already tell the face is discolouring since I unwrapped it this morning, but yeah, so far so good. Feels great out of the bunker. We're going to try a few different sole options, but yeah, I'm liking this golf club. So we're going to try this new mill grind high toe wedge from off the fairway now, so a much tighter lie, hitting the ball into, we're around about 25 yards away here. Going to hit a couple of pitch shots. I've picked a lower bounce option, which is going to get me off this tight lie, but still 60 degrees, so plenty of loft. These are still mild carbon steel, a really soft surface, a really soft material, so I would expect this to feel lovely and soft as well as spinning because of those grooves and the micro grooves that are in between them as well. Also, that high toe pad, so the toe pad up there repositions the centre of gravity a little bit higher up, so nearer the centre, but also over towards the centre of the face from where it normally is. So I would expect this to fly a little bit lower, tiny bit lower trajectory than what I would normally get with a wedge without the toe pad up there. So we're just going to hit a couple more shots into the green here. And that one in particular felt really nice central strike, maybe marginally toey. It's run on a little bit, but I flew it a little bit too far. It actually spun quite a lot considering, again, how firm these surfaces are, but it did feel really good. Yeah, that one was perfect. So really nice strike that time, getting out the centre, much lower ball flight. I got a little bit better connection, a bit higher up the face that time, which is probably directly in front of where they've positioned the CG. So that was perfect ball flight, checked a little bit on the second bounce. Love it, feels soft, great wedge. So as the third part of our review, going to hit a little bit of a fuller shot. For me, this isn't far off full swing with a 60 degree, 75 to 80 yards. Just going to see how this sole plate interacts with the turf. I would expect this to skid and bounce a little bit because it is a little bit wider than the wedges I'd typically use, so I expect that to interact with the turf really nicely, get no drag, not too much twisting of the club face. Certainly expect a little bit lower ball flight with that CG where it is as well. Felt nice, a little bit of a toey strike, kind of what these are designed for really. I'll just try to open the face up a little bit less. See if we can get one zipping in there a touch. That was a much better quality strike, and that ball did stop a lot faster than what the previous one did. So yeah, the grooves work, the micro grooves in between seem to make the ball spin nicely. There's lots of different sole options to suit every type of shot, every type of golfer. I kind of get the idea of the high toe. It looks a bit unconventional with the toe sticking up in the air much more, but I do get the theory behind it, and it will help a lot of golfers out there who do tend to get the strike a little bit towards the toe when you're opening the face up to get a bit more elevation. The theory behind it works. In practice, it definitely works. Have a go with one of these, try a fitting. We've got lots of these in stock to try, have a few goes with it and see if it works for you. That's the most important thing. But overall, great feeling soft wedge, spins a lot. It's actually quite forgiving. I find it quite easy to hit as well, which was the massive surprise with most of these bladed wedges. This is a particularly forgiving version, so don't forget to come in, let us know, book a fitting and we'll get you sorted. Thanks for watching our latest video. TaylorMade mill grind high toe wedge. I'll see you again soon.